Mic test. Yun. Hello, good afternoon. Where are the others? Wala pa sila? Okay. Mata-mata start ah. 1 hour to discuss this one. So, ma-review kita danay sa ato naging discuss last time, no. Will be just makuha ko sang isa ka problem. Just share my screen. Excuse me. I'll just share natin. Ayan. Ayan. So, this was discussed, no? The first half part of our module 2. So we have section 2.1 to 2.4, no? So let's try to solve some of your exercises. I have natin. Record ba tayo? Ayan. So this was discussed last time. So I'll just pick. Hanap tayo ng isang problem dito. Try natin i-solve, no? So I will ask you on kung paano natin siya ma-solve, no? Tingnan natin. Ito na lang yung number 1. Okay, so this is included sa inyong exercises, no? Okay, so we have here the value of we have here an integrand, so that is 3 minus 2x raised to 5 dx. So this is yung n natin is 5, no? Diba? So ano yung first step na gagawin natin? So yung first step is we apply the substitution. So nandito na given na. So not all, no? Not all the time we use the substitution, because if the following integrals are madali man siya i-integrate, so no need to apply the substitution. So later when it comes to trigonometric, so you can just use trigonometric identities and your trigonometry, or your sine, cosine, and tangent, no? Then manipulate mo lang yung trigonometry ninyo. So first, ano yung gagawin natin dito? So for example, we left this u. Ito yung u natin, no? That is 3 minus 2x. So if we derive it, then obviously cancel out, magiging 0 yung 3 kasi constant siya. So derivative of a constant is 0. Then yung matitira dito is derivative of negative 2x, or that is negative 2 dx. Then yung dx muna is negative du over 2, or wait, saan natin yung ano yan. Or this is just negative 1/2, no? Du. Yan. So nakuha mo na yung substitution natin. So what is our next step for this one? Ano yung next step natin dito? So you can open your mic. Tingnan natin kung wait, dalawa lang kayo eh. Where's the others? So gusto ko sanang mag-collaborate sa inyo. Ayan, si Kian na lang. Kian, andyan ka ba? You can unmute, ha? Paano ba mag-unmute? Pwede ba kayong mag-unmute? O hindi? Pwede naman, di ba?
Pwede.
So ano yung next step natin dito? So we can have the integral formula or substitution natin, that is integral of un du, di ba? So, ito yung substitution natin. Wherein yung u natin is yung 3 minus 2x. And then yung du natin, syempre yung ito. That is negative 2dx. Ito yung du natin. Ayan. Okay. Wherein, ito, pwede pa natin ito ma-expand using the power rule. Okay? So, in power rule, yung value nito, integral nito would be un plus 1, di ba? It is un plus 1 over n plus 1. Yan. Diba? Then, of course, we have plus c. Yun lang yun. Diba? So, how can we, anong next step natin after dito? So, gagamitin na natin to. Diba? Yung n natin is 5, diba? So, that is integral of u raised to 5 du. Or that is equal to, u raised to 6, diba? U raised to 6 over 6 plus c. Tama ba? Tama hindi? Hindi. Bakit? Kasi meron tayong value ng du. Okay? So, anong next step natin dito? Okay? So, we have u. Meron tayong, tama ba? Mali, no? Mali. So, saan napunta yung 3 minus 2x? Nawala siya. Nawala. Anong next dito na step? After dito? Wala. Wala may mag-volunteer. Wala. Palit tayo. So, anong next step dito? So, yung dx natin is negative 1/2 du. Diba? So, ipapalit lang natin siya dito sa equation natin. So, therefore, you can have, para magkatugma yung variable natin, so we can have integral of u. So, ito, ginawa nating u. Ito siya. Tama. Then, raised to 5. Okay. So, yung du naman, yung partner niya is negative 2dx. Pero hindi ito. Di ba? Tama ba? Yung partner niya is ito. Okay, so meron na tayong u. Ito yung u natin. And then, ito yung natira, yung dx. So, yung value ng dx is negative du over 2. Okay? Or that is negative 1/2. Multiply ito multiply. Negative 1/2 du. So, we can have this format. Then, we can proceed with the power rule of the integral. So, ilabas natin yung constant dito sa labas. So, meaning you will have negative 1/2 integral of u raised to 5 du. Yun na yun. So, i-integrate natin to using this one. So therefore, you will have that is equal to negative 1/2. Anong integrate nito? Integral nito? Ito lang. That is multiplied by u raised to 6 over 6 plus c. Yun na yun. Pero ano yung u natin? So, kailangan natin ibalik into x. So, variable sa original form. So, yung u natin dito is equal to 3 minus 2x. So, therefore, your final answer would be equal to negative 1/2 times, that is 3 minus 2x over 6. So, multiplied pa rin yan, plus c. So, of course, we have quantity 6 here. Quantity 6. Or that is, simplify natin, that is negative 3 minus 2x raised to 6 all over by, kila to? 12. Multiply natin. Plus c. Tama ba? Sino naka-correct sa answer? Tama ba? Mali. Yung pag-solve natin. Wala? Wala may naka-correct? Tama? Tama ba to? Kayo bahala. I guess ito yan. So this is your answer for your exercise number 1. How about ito? Kayo naman mag-solve niyan. So we will proceed with our discussion for our next topic. Example problem. Close natin. Ito na yung ito. Screenshot nyo na lang. So I will just close ko lang to. So we will discuss. And so we will have our part 2, or this is the second half of our module 2. So continuation lang ng general formulas of integration. No? But in this case, we will integrate by substitution using trigonometric functions. So the same with the previous formula for integration that we used for the first part, that is your I sub 1 to I sub 5. Okay. So here we have the integral of sine u du, which is equal to negative cosine u plus c. So for our proof here, we just need, okay, so ano lang yung kailangan natin dito, i-derive lang natin yung right side nila. Okay, and yung result dapat dito is yung integrand ng integral dito. So for this case, for the integral of sine u du, which is equal to negative cosine u plus c. So and we just need to derive this one. Derive natin to. Okay, so if you derive this one, okay, so that is derivative of negative cosine u, okay, plus derivative of a constant c, which is 0. Derivative of any constant is 0 because atom differential. And then for this case, derive natin yung negative cosine u. So we can just have it by the derivative of cosine u. Okay, so labas natin yung negative sign dito. Okay, labas natin yung negative sign. Then derivative of cosine u is equal to negative sine u. Okay, so negative times negative is positive. So therefore, you will have sine u yung matitira dito. Okay, so derivative of cosine u is negative sine u. Okay, so yung negative dito, nilabas natin because it's just equal to negative 1 times sine u. Or this is basically as negative sine u. Yeah. So notice that the sine u here, which is the derivative of this particular equation, is our integrand dito. Okay, so we have integral of sine u du. So ito na yung integrand natin. Okay, so this proves that the integral of sine u du is just equal to negative cosine u plus c, or the differential or the derivative of this particular equation. Next, we have the I sub 9. So this is it relates to the integral of secant u tan u du. Okay, so this is equal to sec u plus c, secant u. So if we derive the right side palagi yung i-derive natin. So this is one way in order, or in one way or options for you to check, no, if your answer is correct. Okay, so you can derive your final answer and check if tama ba yung pag-integrate mo. Okay, so that is the only one options for you to check. So if you're not sure if your answer is correct, then try to derive your final answer. Okay, so for this one, we have the secant u. So derive natin yung secant u, that is derivative of secant u plus yung derivative ng constant. So this is 0 pa rin. So automatically you have secant u tan u matitira, which is also our integrand of this formula. Yan. So note that the other 6 formulas can be similarly verified. So the same process, i-derive lang natin yung right side nila. Okay. So this is just a reverse process ng differential calculus. Okay, so we have here some illustrative examples. Tingnan natin. So we have the integral of cosine u du, which is equal to sine u plus c. So basic muna. So change tayo ng variable. Cosine x dx is equivalent to sine x plus c. Yan. How about cosine y dy? So the same lang din. Yung cosine derivative na integral of cosine is just equal to sine y plus c, and so on. So how about if we use meron tayong constant dito. Can we just let u? Pwede rin. Diba? So pwede rin tayong mag-let dito. So here we let u natin, that is 1/4y or 1/4 y na to. So matitira na lang is cos dy. Okay, matitira lang is cos dy. So we have here yung du natin, that is derivative of u, that is 1/4 dy. And for our dy, transpose natin sa kabila, you will have 4 du, which is equivalent to your dy. Ito. So therefore, the integral of cosine 1/4 y dy is equivalent to integral of cosine u. Okay, so cosine u tayo. And then, so ito pinalit lang natin. Ginawa nating u to. And then yung dy natin, palit natin ng u. So that is 4 du. So you have your, ito yung cosine u mo. Ang u mo is dito. Pinalitan natin yung 1/4 y. And then yung dy, pinalitan din natin ng 4 du. Dito. Now, you will have cosine u 4 du. But our 4 here is constant, so nilabas natin. And then we proceed with the formula, that is integral of cosine u du. But what is cosine u? So, babalik lang natin. That is 1/4 y. Or that is sine 1/4 y. Okay, so yun na yun. Okay, so what happens here is, okay, nilipat natin sa labas yung constant. So, in-integrate natin yung cosine u du. Yung integral of cosine u du is equal to sine u plus c. So, that is 4 times sine u plus c. Then, yung u mo dito, ito yun. So, kukunin ulit natin. So, babalik natin siya dito. So, therefore, you will have 4 sine 1/4 y plus c. So, this will be your answer. Yan. How about this one? So, the same process. So, we have the integral of cosine 1 minus 3x squared. So, I think this is our u. This will be our u here. And then, you will have cosine x dx na. Diba? So, i-derive natin yung u natin, that is du, that is equal to negative 6x dx. So, wala namang question dito, no? Paano naging negative 6x dx? So, ito, 0 to, derivative of constant is 0. Then, derive natin to, that is 2 times negative 3 x squared. N minus 1, so that is 2 minus 1. So, magiging negative 6x dx. Okay. Recall na lang sa derivation. Then, kunin natin yung x dx because we have, kung i-simplify natin siya, you will have integral of x cosine, pinalitan na natin to ng u, di ba? U dx. So, we can have integral of cosine u x dx. So, kunin natin yung value ng x dx dito. So, ito siya. Para yung equation natin, mapalitan tayo ng variable na u. Dito. Lipat natin siya dito. So, therefore, your new equation now will be integral of cosine u. So, ito na yung substitution. Times negative 1/6 du. Yan. Then you can proceed with the integration properties. So yung constant, labas natin sa kabila. Yan. So labas natin sa kabila. So you will have negative 1/6 integral of cosine u du. Now, what is cosine u du? So of course, this is sine u du. O, wala na tayong integral sign kasi in-integrate na natin. Okay. Tama ba? Sine u. So wala na. Sine u na lang plus c. Yan. So what is u here? So kunin natin ulit dito. Ito na pala. Ayan. So you will have negative 1/6 sine 1 minus 3x squared plus c. So this is your final answer. Questions, clarifications? Open mic lang ka mo pag may questions ka mo. Pag wala ka mo maintindihan, please do ask. Pwede natin siya balikan. This is very important. Pag abot sa inyo advanced algebra, may madugo pa. Advanced engineering math. No? Okay, so clear? Walang questions? Okay, so I assume it's all clear. Naintindihan tanan? So how about the fourth example here? Okay, so notice that we have may tan na tayo, may second na. Okay, so we just the same, no? So we just let u eto. And then derive natin. So that is second squared z dz. Okay, so this is the derivative of tan z is equal to second squared z dz. Yan. Then simplify natin. So that is 1 na lang to, di ba? So second squared. So matitira na lang dito is cosine u du. So matitira na lang dito is cosine u du. Okay, magwa 1 na lang to. So dapat, or so you will now have the integral of cosine u du, or that is sine u plus c. Or your equivalent to this particular integral is equal to u plus c, which is yung u mo is tan v. Ito. Therefore, your answer would be equal to sine tan v plus c. Okay. Yan. So note that in solutions of examples 2, 3, and 4, the box integrals are identical to the left side of formula I5. Yan. So the marking suggests that before we write the right side of any formula, we have to get the left side of the formula first. So meaning, kunin muna natin yung sa left side the formula. So let's take another formula that is I sub 8. So this is the 8th integral general formula of integral. So here we have the cosecant squared u du. Okay, so that is equal to, pag in-integrate natin yung cosecant squared u du, equal siya sa negative cotangent u plus c. So if you have cosecant squared theta d theta, so that is negative cotangent theta plus c. If you have integral of cosecant squared t dt, then you can have negative cotangent t plus c. Okay, so sortin nyo kasi no need to memorize. Open notes yung exam. So familiarize nyo na lang. But the best way para makabisado nyo siya, the best way is to write it, no, handwritten. So handwritten nyo siya, then practice problem solving. Okay, so for the example number 2, we have now a certain constant here that is cosecant squared, integral of cosecant squared to x minus 1. So we let again this certain variable here, or certain to x minus 1 into our u. Then if we derive this one, we will have 2dx. Okay, derive natin 2dx. Then kunan natin yung value ng dx kasi yun isa-substitute natin as our du later on. So your integral of cosecant squared now will be equal to, that is u. Ay, kulang pa ako ng c dito. Cosecant squared u Yung dx natin dito, ito na. So meaning you will have 1/2 of du. Then, lipat natin sa kabila. So you will have 1/2 integral of cosecant squared u du. So following this formula, this pattern, you will use this one. Okay, you can use this one. So therefore, that is 1/2 integral of that one. So it will become times. Multiply tayo multiply ito. Times negative cotangent of u plus t. Okay. Plus c. Or that is, ano yung u mo? So balik natin to. Yung 2x minus 1. So you will now have 1/2 of 1/2 times negative cotangent of 2x minus 1 plus c. Yan na yan. Or simplify mo na lang, divide mo na lang by 2 overall. Yan. Ba't negative to? Oh, negative nga. Ayan. So we can simplify further, no? So pwede siya maging negative cotangent 2x minus 1 over 2 plus c. Ayan. So it can be this one. Correct din to. Correct din to. Okay. So simple lang. How about this one? So we have an e. This is in Euler's form, no? So the integral of e raised to 1/2 y cosecant squared of e 1/2 y quantity dy. So the same process, no? So we left this part as our u. Then if we integrate it, so of course, lipat nito yung exponent natin. So it's 1/2 multiplied by e raised to 1/2 quantity y. Okay, so this is your derivation of u. Okay, and then we will get our 2 du here. Okay, so lipat natin to. Transpose na to dito. So 2 du is just equal to e raised to 1/2 y dy. Ito yung transpose lang. So therefore, meron ka ng formula. No? Meron ka ng new formula. So that is integral of, ito magiging u to diba? Tapos 2 du na to. Okay, so therefore you will have integral of cosecant u multiplied by 2 du. Okay, so sinimplify lang natin. So it will become integral of lipat natin. So integral of cosecant squared e raised to 1/2 y. Tapos lipat natin yung e para madali niyo maano. So you can transpose kasi multiplication naman to. Diba? 1/2 y. Then all over by dy. So ito yung first part mo. Ito yung second part mo. Okay. Yung equivalent nito is ito. Okay. Then equivalent nito, ito. So yung e raised to 1/2 y, ginawa natin u. So therefore, you will now have a cosecant squared u. Ito siya. And then, bakit nag 2 du to? Kasi yung 2 du is e raised to 1/2 y. So ito siya. So nilipatan din natin siya. So, this is for your substitution again. No? Then, follow the integral formula properties. So lipat natin yung constant sa labas. Then i-integrate natin yung natira. That is cosecant squared u du. Or that is 2 times negative cotangent u plus c. But what is u? So babalik natin yung u dito. That's why you allow have a negative 2 cotangent of e raised to 1 half y quantity plus c. So this will be your answer. And can you follow? Can you follow, guys? Okay. So next we have for integral formula number 11, that is I sub 11. So we have here secant u du is equal to ln of secant u plus tan u. Naka ano siya, magnitude, no? Naka magnitude plus c. Yan. For example, you have secant z dz. So it will just equivalent to ln of secant z plus tangent z plus c. So nagpalitan tayo ng variable dito. Okay. So let's have an example. So here we have the integral of x squared secant 4x cubed plus 9. So again, ito yung gagawin natin u. Or pwede niyo siya pwede niyo siya ma-rephrase ang formula, no, or ang given integral. So you can just have integral of secant 4x cubed plus 9. Yan. And then yung x squared, lipat natin dito. X squared dx. Para mas madali. Okay, so therefore you have your first part and second part. Your second u, ito na yung second u mo. Ito yung gagawin natin u, substitution tayo. And then ito yung gagamitin nating du. Yan. Okay, so yung u mo is 4x cubed plus 9. Then the derivative of it will be your du. That is 12x squared dx. So derivative of this one is 0, constant 0. Then derivative of this one would be 3 times 4x 3 minus 1. Or that is 12x squared. Ayan. Dinerive natin. So transposition. So kunin natin yung x squared dx dito. Ito siya. So yung value natin would be 1 over 12 du. Okay. So therefore, you will now have a secant integral of secant u times 1/12 du. Okay, so ito yung first part mo, ito yung second part mo. So ito yung first part mo, ito yung second part mo. So sinubstitute natin yung x squared dx. Ito. Ito yung x squared dx mo. Yan. Now you can proceed with the formula. So the integral of secant u du. So again, lipat natin to sa labas. Ito yung constant. So you have 1/12 integral of secant u du. So your secant u du is just equal to ln of magnitude of secant u plus tan u plus c. Then kunin na natin yung value ng u dito, which is 4x cubed plus 9. So ito na yung u mo. And this will be your final answer. Okay. Questions? Wala gid questions? Sure ka mo, ha? Base karon may mag-chat mga ano na oras, ha. Pamangkot, ha. Sige. Madali lang naman. Ayan, exercise. Exercise. Tingnan natin. Kuha tayo ng isang exercises. Ito madali lang to, eh. Kaya-kaya nyo to. Sin 3y dy. Ito. Madali lang din to. Ito kakadiscuss lang kanina. Ito meron dito substitution. Pero pwede naman walang substitution to. 'Di ba? Using trigonometric functions. So tingnan natin sa trigonometric functions. So we can just apply the properties, no? Manipulate natin yung problem instead of tingnan natin. So this will become, wag na natin gamitin to, wag tayong mag-substitute. Yung sinasabi ko na pag pwede namang pag pwede siyang hindi i-substitute, huwag mo nang gamitin yung substitution. Pero kung gusto mong i-challenge yung self mo, then you can have it. So yung formula naman for the integral of the cosecant is sa nasa first part ng module natin, module 2. So ano to? So ito gagawin natin constant to. Diba? So we can have integral of, labas natin to. So that is cosecant 4/5. Then you can have integral of theta d theta. Tama ba to? Tama naman, syempre. Okay. So ano yung, kung na-recall nyo yung trigonometric functions natin, anong value ng cosecant theta? Cosecant theta. CSC theta. Anong value niya? Trigonometric functions. Trigonometry, anyone? Matukso ko guro eh. Remember nyo pa inyo trigonometric functions? Wala. Lipat na sila.
Lipat na kami, sir.
Oh, Kian. Ano itong trigonometric functions for cosecant theta?
Lipat na ko, sir.
Equivalent siya sa 1 over sine or cosine?
Sine.
Ha?
Sine.
Sine? Di pa sure? Sine theta, no? So, this is the same with cosecant 4/5. Okay. Or this will become 1 over sine over 4/5, no? Ito. So this is just using the trigonometric functions. So we don't use the substitution. Kasi pwede naman to eh. Ito yung shortcut. Then, multiplied by the integral of theta d theta. So ano yung integral of theta d theta? So integral of theta d theta is just equal to exponent tayo. Okay, so this will become theta 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 plus c. Or this is equal to theta squared over 2 plus c. So ito na siya. That is theta squared. Ano to? Over 2 plus c. Or kung simplify natin, final answer would be equal to theta squared over 2 sine 4/5 plus c. Ito na yung answer mo sa number 7. Okay, may bonus na kayo dyan. Hindi na kayo ma-zero Tama ba? Ito na ba? Ito na? Sakto? Sakto. Di ba? Or pwede naman ano, hindi na mo magamit sa trigonometric functions. Direkta nyo na lang. Pwede man na siya gyapon. Di ba? Kung hindi ka magamit sa trigonometric functions, will just equal to cosecant 4/5. So multiplied by your cosine, your theta here, theta squared over over 2 na plus c. So same lang din to. Okay, so all these solutions is correct, no? Either of the two. So pwede mo siya ma-simplify trigonometric functions, convert mo siya. At is 1/sin 4/5. Or you can just simply lagay lang natin cosecant 4/5. Pwede naman yan. Check ko naman yung work nyo eh. Okay. Ano pa? Kaya nyo na yan. So, discuss na lang natin yung next. Ito, try nyo ito i-resolve yung evaluation.
Sir. Ay. Hindi naman kasi, sir. Right, gawa na light.